my name is Nancy Cooper, and I am the First Nation consultant at the Ontario Library Service. One of the things that I get to do as part of my job is administer the First Nation Communities Read Book Award. This is a national book award that celebrates the very best and brilliance of Indigenous literature in Canada today, both in the children's and the young adult and adult categories. Joining me today is Mangshik Powastekli, who is from Barrie and a member of the Wasauksing First Nation in Ontario. Currently living in BC with his wife and their child, and I just found out their cat. In addition to being the selected title author of Bojo Hello, Mangshik also has received the Ruth and Sylvia Schwartz Children's Book Award, an Indigenous Voices Award, and the Blue Spruce Award as part of the Ontario Library Association's very popular program, Forest of Reading, which is kind of like, if you've ever been, a rock concert for books. It's pretty amazing. His illustration work has been shortlisted for a Governor General's Literary Award, as well as been selected to be showcased in the Society of Illustrators Original Art Show in 2025, which I understand is kind of a big deal for illustrators. So congratulations. And Gashik, I'm really, really proud to have known you for quite a while as a co-collaborator on some work that we've done together. So it was a really special and proud moment for me to be able to send the word to your publisher that you were the selected title author of Bojo Hello. Beautiful, beautiful little book. Can you tell us a little bit about it and how it came to be?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and thank you for the beautiful introduction. So yeah, Bojo Hello is my first author illustrator book. And yeah, it really started really out of a place of love, I would say. Just because I started with the illustrations and drawing them for my daughter when she was a kid or when she was first born. And then, yeah, as she was growing, I just sort of add the color to them and thought, this would make like a really, really great book for, you know, the idea. Like I had an idea for, a language book in my mind beforehand, but I felt like this really was that missing piece. And I was like, okay, let's try to do something, that's for toddlers and their parents, and they could sort of, learn the language together at a really early age. Um, so yeah, that was the main drive behind that book, was just having a resource for like babies and toddlers to really just get introduced to the language, and as well as parents to sort of learn the language with them, because there's a lot of Anishinaabe people trying to just relearn the language nowadays. So it's like the more resources, the better. So um, yeah, that's how it came to be, and luckily I'd done work with Groundwood before, and had a great working experience with them, and they were really happy to do this collaboration, and they were able to find this wonderful translator, Marianne, and it all really came together.
That's so great. And how does your daughter like it?
She loves the book. She loves waving at each one of the animals, every page flip. She loves the minnow page. She loves, like, there's even I guess an illustration based on her in the back where you see the group of kids there. So I always say that's her when we go to that page. So she loves that part as well. And yeah, she picks up on a lot of the language as well for each of the animals. So she loves to say just miigwech all the time. So or not miigwech, sort of bojo. She says bojo quite a bit. So yeah, she really loves the book, and even my niece as well. My brother is always saying my niece Tagaske, her favorite book is this, and they always read it every night. So Um, yeah, the kids love it, so I'm really happy.
That's so heartwarming for them to be going back to it again and again, because not only will the language sink in, but the pride of who they are will
Hmm.
just grow and grow and grow. It just makes me really, really happy to hear that. I understand that you have a plan for a series. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yep. So I've written two more books to go along with this one, sort of in the same art style, in the same sort of yeah, just the same series, meaning that they'll be like just language books for early children and parents. So I've written one called Mose, which means moose in Anishinaabe, and that is the name of my cat. So it's based on my cat, and it's sort of basically, it just says she's not very much like a moose, but she's more like uh, I don't know, say like she looks more like a lynx, and it just makes all these comparisons to these different animals. So it's just yeah, introduces a handful more animals and the words for those, as well as does a lot of sort of comparisons. So it's good to teaches a little more language like that, and then yeah, there'll be a next book called Wiesenda, which is Let's Eat. And that book is about just meals and eating different types of food, and also it introduces um, different family members, different relatives like aunties and uncles, and the grandma and grandpa and all the cousins. So that'll be a really fun book as well. I'm really excited to get started on that one. So yeah, Mo's is I'd say almost 90% done, just waiting on the feedback for the final artwork. And then I'm getting started on Wiesenda this month, just finalizing the manuscript for that. And then I'll be working on the illustrations in the new year. And then yeah, hopefully we'll get a couple more books in the series. I have some ideas for some new ones, so hopefully I could get some written and they'll get approved by Groundwood, but we'll see. It's quite a bit of ways in the future, but yeah, just working on the two new ones for now. And yeah, Bojo, it's been reprinted already, and it's going to be turned into a board book. I think in spring or summer next year. So looking forward to that.
That's wonderful. I know that you showed on your Instagram the big book that was developed. Was it at a library?
Yeah, so that is at a library in, I believe, North York, Toronto. Yeah, just north of Toronto. I haven't been there yet. I was planning to go there sometime this year. But my plans to Ontario keep getting delayed, so we'll see if I make it or not. But yeah, that's in a library in North York. And so yeah, it's a huge book. I think the pages are almost like 3 feet by 3 feet or something like that. And yeah, you could sit on the ground on some pillows and sort of flip through the pages and read the book in huge pictures. So that looks to be really exciting. And yeah, hoping to get to see it soon.
I love that idea. I'll go check it out for you and send you some pictures.
Totally, totally.
I'm not too far from there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I'll have to send you the name of the library. I can't quite think of it off the top of my head, but
okay, I have my ways.
yeah.
Just call me Sherlock. So Marianne Corbière, who is a legend in language teaching and language retention, has been teaching language since 1989. So it was a giant score for Groundwood to have her collaborate on this book. It's just absolutely wonderful to see her translation in Bojo Hello. Um, did it start off with you wanting it to be translated, or did that kind of come in discussions? Because I think it's an amazing, amazing idea.
Yeah, the idea was to have the book translated. That's really what I wanted with this sort of series originally. It's just yeah, that sort of bilingual book for the kids, just to introduce them to the language. So yeah, having Marianne on board was it really warmed my heart just because like I'd worked with her before. We did the books with Brittany Luby together. So she translated those, and then yeah, she agreed to work on this. So it was a really happy moment for me. And yeah, she's also I believe done work with my cousin Wabgishik and helped translate some of his words in his novel that he's done.
Oh, Wobb's your cousin?
Yeah, sorry, Wabgishik Grace.
Oh,
Yeah.
neat.
So yeah, we're cousins, and they've done work together, so there's that connection there, which is really great. Yeah, I'm even doing sort of this like some artwork for a language course, um, Kijiwen Kijigawinteg. Yeah, there's that connection there as well, and she did the sort of class I guess outline and course material. So um yeah, she's just done so much work for the community and for for the language. So it's a huge blessing to have her involved in the work here.
It's so wonderful. I can't say enough nice things about this book. It's there's so many things you can do with it. Obviously, the very most important thing to do is bedtime stories with kids. They can follow along, they can start recognizing words, they can see themselves reflected in the pages of the book, which is pretty amazing. Um, one of the things about First Nation communities read that is unique is the juries are made up of First Nation public librarians from one of the 38 First Nation public libraries throughout the province. Each of the juries have 4 members. So they're the public librarians in community, and they're looking at the books from a very specific lens around programming, around cultural sensitivity, cultural knowledge, language understanding, language learning, teachings, transmission between older and younger, those types of things. And the unanimous decision was that Bojo Hello was going to be the selected title this year. So one of the really cool things, well, that's the coolest thing, but one of the other really neat things is part of our funding from Canadian Heritage allows us to send a book set of 5 copies of each of the books to each of the 38 First Nation public libraries in the province. So there'll be lots of babies in circles reading that book down the road, which is pretty amazing. And not just babies, but as like you said, for the whole family to be learning the language together. I'm still learning. I got a long way to go before I could ever consider myself proficient. So I'll be reading this book and learning some words, definitely.
And,
Uh,
and
I'm going to wrap us up in a few minutes. I just wanted to let you know, the audience and yourself know that being the selected title author of First Nation Communities Read also means that you're the winner of the Indigenous Literature Award, hosted by our sponsors, the Periodical Marketers of Canada. And that award comes with the $5,000 prize, which is probably really helpful for Canadian illustrators and authors.
Mhm.
It's not a game that you get into to get rich, I guess, unless you're Robert Munch, but he's kind of the outlier. Um, so congratulations on winning the Indigenous Literature Award. Our wholesaler, goodminds.com, is also selling all of your books, obviously all 10 of your books. But one of the things I always like to mention to our viewers is that any purchase from goodminds.com, a portion of the proceeds go to the Silt Fund, which is supporting Indigenous libraries today. And so far, they've given tens of thousands of dollars to libraries all over Canada to help develop collections of Indigenous titles. So anybody who's wanting to buy your book, I would highly encourage them to visit our official wholesaler. And you can get to it through fncr.ca, our website. So congratulations again. I really, really appreciate you spending time with us.
Congrats. Thank you.
I can't wait to see all of the other books down the road. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we will visit again soon.
Yeah,
Bama.
you as well. Bama P. Go on, man. Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.